Hi and welcome to Empowered Movement and Health. I'm Esther, and in today's video, I'm going to share a simple yet effective tapping routine with you. It's a great way to get things moving and flowing in your body. It's going to help your blood circulation. It's going to help your chi flow, your energy flow. It's going to give you a little boost, a little energy lift. It's safe and effective. You can do it anywhere on your body and pretty much anywhere you are. All you need is your own hands. So let's start. Let's get tapping. Come to a standing position. You can have your legs a little bit wider than your hips, and we're going to start with a full body tapping routine, which is a very invigorating way to start the day. And then we're going to start just around our waist. So you can swing your arms around you and you just tap around. So here we add a bit of movement to the tapping, and you just let those arms flop around you. And take some nice long deep breaths while we're doing it. And as your arm swings around, again, this one here, keep it cupped, and the one that goes around the back, you can make a fist to get a little bit more tap, a bit of a stronger sensation. And you do it at your rhythm. So you may go faster than me, you may go slower than me. And then from here, we're going to swing the arm up, and with that cupped hand, we're going to tap on our chest here, under the rib cage, I should say. As you're reaching your arm up, so this should be a bit more opening for your chest, still getting that nice twist. And allow your rib cage, allow your spine to twist. So now you can think more sort of legs and hips still, more getting that twist from your waist up. That's good. And then from here, we take the arms one at a time and we tap you on the top of the shoulder, again with a cupped hand. And you can carry on with the twist if you like. So you just gently rotate left and right, and you tap the tops of your shoulders. So tapping invigorates your whole body. So it doesn't just get the blood moving, or in Chinese medicine we say the qi moving, it's also good for your lymph system. I think it just wakes up everything. Also a great way to get warm, or if you're tired, let's say if you've got an afternoon slump, a few minutes of tapping will wake you up again. Good. And then from here we go to our lower back. So you can make a loose fist, and you can just gently tap here. Go as high as you can reach with your hands, and then you go down either side of the spine, around the sacrum, top of the bum, and then back. So you just spend a little bit of time there. It can also help with tension and pain release because it invigorates and it gets the blood flowing and moving, so it improves your circulation, and that can release and get rid of tension. And check your breathing. Try to have a nice long breath in, and then a nice long breath out. Then from here, we're going to go down the back of the legs. I'm opening my hands again, going back to this cupped position. And you can bend your knees, you can tip a little bit forwards, and then you just tap over your bum and down the back of the legs. Spend a little bit extra time behind the knees. So a few extra taps behind the knees. Then you go all the way down to your feet. Then you go on top of the feet, and then up on the inner part of the legs. Nice and easy tapping here. Again, a little bit longer around the joint, the knee.
It's kind of like you're doing a roll down and a roll up, and then come all the way up on the inner legs to your hips. Tap around the front of the hips, and then back to the side. Back into the lower back. And then we go down again. Over your bum. Down the back of the legs. Spend a bit more time behind the knees. Down to the feet. And up on the inner legs. A little bit gentler on the inner legs. The tissues are a bit softer here. It's our yin area, yin meridians. And then slowly up to our hips. And the further away I take my hands and drop them, the stronger the tap. So it doesn't come from muscle force. It comes from relaxation, really letting your arms be relaxed. Let's do it one more time. So go around, down the back of the legs, behind the knees, down to the feet, and then back up on the inner legs. And again, around the front here and the hips. And then to the side. So now we're going to go down the side of our legs. And you can go very strong here on the outer part of the legs. Got a lot of muscles here, so you can go nice and strong. It's the yang area of our body. And then a little gentler on the way up. Around the front, to the side, and then down the side of the body again. And here on the side, just below the knee, is a point called gallbladder 34, which is really important to get everything moving in your body, but also it's really good for your tendons, for your ligaments. So again, place a little bit of extra tapping, extra time there, and then down, and then up. And we do it one more time. And down the side of the body. Down to your feet, and then up on the inner legs. Round your hips again. And then just relax your arms for a moment and just notice, how do your legs feel now? Hopefully you feel everything warm and maybe tingly. Maybe you feel your blood flow a little bit more. We're going to carry on with our upper body now. So I'm going to stretch out this hand and just start gently tapping here. You can either do open fingers like this, or again, you can have the palm with a light cup. Open fingers is a little bit gentler. If you close your fingers, this is stronger. So if you make a beak, this is stronger than if you have open fingers. Spend a little bit time here on your pec muscles. And you can go up on the neck, tops of the shoulder. And again, try to go away from your body and let it drop down. I do it slow, it's like I'm dropping it down. So the further away you go, the more weight you'll get. And then open your palm, and we're going to start to tap down the inner part of our arm. Then spend a bit of extra time, a few extra taps on the elbow joint. And then down a little bit extra on the wrist. And then as you come up, you turn your hand and you tap up on the outer part of your arm. And again, a few extra taps on the elbow. And then you can go all the way up here and just go as far as you can reach to the back of the shoulder, around the shoulder, coming around the front again. And we're going to do it 3 times, so 2 more here. Down the inner arm. Around the joint, it's where things can accumulate or flow a little bit less smooth. That's why one reason we tap a bit longer there, but also as usually important points around the joints, acupuncture points. So by tapping a bit longer there, you stimulate them more. And down to the wrists. Tap the hand, and then up on the outer part of the arm. And over your shoulder. And go a little bit up on the neck. And then come around the front again. We go down the arm one more time. Nice long deep breaths here. And then up on the outer arm. And then come back around the front. And just brush it off. Relax your arms, maybe roll the shoulders a few times. And then just close your eyes again and compare the left and the right. How does this right side feel now that we've already tapped it? And we're going to repeat on the other side. So you're going to just stretch out this arm. And we start gently here on the chest. You can have open hands, open fingers. And then you can make it stronger by closing your fingers in. And spend a bit of extra time here around in front of the shoulder, around your pec muscles. Then you can come up onto the top of the shoulder here. And because the tapping activates everything, it's not just for our physical body that it's good for. It also helps to just regulate your mental activity, so you can send the energy from the head down into the feet. At this point, we're doing here on the top of the shoulder. It's great for descending our energy. A lot of points around the front of our chest are linked with emotions, so it can help release or, again, balance the emotions, and then go down the inner part of your arm. Bit of extra time on the elbow joint, a bit of extra time on the wrist. And then down to your hand, and then turn the hand and go up. And on the outer arm, same thing. Spend a bit of extra time on your elbow, and you come all the way up to the shoulder. Go as far back as you can reach. Around the shoulder joint, a little bit up on the neck. We're now doing 3 times on each limb, but you could just do once, for example, if you just have a little bit of time. You just do it once everywhere, and then go down again, a little bit extra time around the elbow. So you could do it, for example, after you get out the shower. And then wrist. And then turn the arm around. Again, try and get this arm away from the body, let it drop down. And you might notice your other arm, the one that's tapping, might ache a little bit. So you are building up strength in the other arm, the other shoulder as you're doing this as well. The more you do it, the stronger the arm will get as well. So last time around. We go down the inner parts. And then up on the outer part. And a few extra taps around the elbow joint. Back on top of the shoulder, behind, gently up on the neck. And then back to the front here. Then again, release your arms, shake them, maybe roll them. Take a breath in. Again, hopefully everything feels nice and tingly. We're going to stretch this arm up. Now you can either reach it up or you can also just rest it on your head if it gets heavy. And the other arm comes underneath. So now you're tapping more the side of the body. Rib cage area here. Again, it can be open fingers, which is a bit gentler. Closed fingers is a lot more direct, a bit stronger, or the open palm as well. Can even add a little side bend to get more into it. This will help also with the breathing because we're opening up, we're waking up this area, our rib cage area, the lungs are that need to expand in all directions for our breath. And the side of the body is where the gallbladder channel or meridian runs, which is important for our movement, our motion, our twisting especially, but it also helps with making or taking decisions, for example. Interesting little fact there. If we're feeling stuck with something, tap a little bit and it might just help. Good, let's switch sides. So I lift my other arm up or I rest it on my head and then I tap here. I can do open fingers, closed fingers, or an open hand. And here in between the rib cage, between the 7th rib here is a point called spleen 21. And it helps when we open it, when we activate it, to release all the tension in this upper part. So it can also help with tight chest, or if you, again, difficulty breathing, or upper back as well. And it's that linking point. The side of the body is that linking area between front and back. Go a little bit up to the armpit, down, all around the rib cage. Take a few deep breaths. And then release, relax your arms. Again, just roll the shoulders, maybe give everything a little shake. And then we'll finish with a very gentle tap on our head. So you just like piano fingers and you just start here by the side of your jaw. Feel free to sit down. Now much gentler on the face. Around the jaw here, usually there's a bit more tension. So again, you could just put 3 fingers together. A little bit more here on the jaw. And then up to the cheekbones. Tap a little bit around the cheekbones. And around the front ear. So if you're congested in the nose, this can be really helpful. Also on the chest to tap if we've got some phlegm stuck in the lungs. And again, on the face, it can be very relaxing as well. Plus, it's good for our skin. And then very gently around the eyes, so go to the temples, and then around the eyebrows to the forehead. And then you come to the top of your head. And then you go down the back of the head, just as far as you can reach. And then coming out to the side. Back to the front, and then just up on the side here again. Back to your jaw. And around the chin, around the mouth, nose. You just gently tap the whole face. Then we go back to the top of the head, and then we come down more the side here. So coming down the side of my head, over my ears. And you do it at your pace. It could be a slower tap than me, a faster tap than me. And we go one more time. The face has many, many, many points, many acupressure, acupuncture points, but it's also full of muscle. So there's often a lot of tension we hold in our face that we don't even realize. Again, practices like these can just help to get rid of tension in our face, can help to refresh our face, our brains. Again, go to the top of the head and spend a bit of extra time on the top of the head. There's a point here, do 20 by Hui. That's a very balancing point. So when you tap it, it balances the energy going up in your body and the energy going down. In our fast world, the energy is always rising up, up, up. So most of us need a bit of grounding, a bit of downward sending energy. But you just tap it and it balances out. And then go back again over the head. Spend a bit of extra time here at the back of your head where the hairline is. And you can always make a beak with your fingers. This point connects directly to your brain. So again, it can help to wake up the brain, but it's also great for tension release here. Or if you get headaches that feel like they start at the back of the head, this is also very useful. Good, and then just bring it around the front again. A little bit on the chest. I'm going to move back so you can see, but you can stay seated, gently come down, and then nice and gently around your tummy. And not too strong here. Now you can go around in a circle around the tummy. If you want to activate your digestion, you would go this way around, the same way as you go as your intestines go. So up on your right and then across and down on the left. And if you want to slow it down, you go the other way around. If you don't want to have an impact on either, you just go a few times both ways around. So let's switch direction unless you want to activate or slow down your digestion. And this can be great to help improve the digestion or balance it, or with bloating, with wind, things like that. And then let's bring it around the side one more time. And finish again in the lower back or in the kidney area. Again, this can be done in a seated position as well. And then just release, give it a shake, and then close your eyes for a moment. So first of all, just notice how your body feels. Maybe you feel some tingly sensations, some warmth. You might feel the blood move.
Let me know how you feel in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next week with a new video. Bye for now.